everyone, and welcome back to my channel where we discuss all things logistics. Today we're going to discuss a topic that is often misconstrued by people entering this industry, and that is what is the difference between a freight broker and a freight dispatcher. Now, I feel people get the two parties mixed up because we both play the middleman in the transaction of booking the load. And while this is very much true, there are several steps that a freight broker must take to work in this industry that freight dispatchers do not have to take. For instance, a freight broker is required to get their own motor carrier number. Now, this will cost them about $300. But when it comes to a freight dispatcher, we use the motor carrier number of the owner-operator that we're representing in that transaction to get the load booked. The next difference is that a freight broker is required to get a $75,000 surety bond. Now, the amount that they pay for that surety bond is based on credit. So if this is a step that you plan on taking in the future, you must make sure that your credit is in good standing before applying for your surety bond so that you don't get hit with high rates. The next difference will be a freight broker is required to get a BOC3. Now, this costs them between $20 and $40, and while it is very small in cost, it matters a lot. Because if a freight broker goes and gets their surety bond and their motor carrier number, but they neglect to get their BOC3, they will not be considered a certified freight broker. So that BOC3 is what activates them as a freight broker. Another difference is in the way that we negotiate. You have the freight broker who's motivated to get you the lowest transport rate possible, because the lower the transport rate they offer to the owner operator, the more money they get to keep in their pocket. They tend to take home about 15% of each load. Then you have the freight dispatcher who is motivated to get you the highest transport rate possible, because the more that we negotiate for our owner operator, the more money we get for ourselves as well. So we have the two different motivations and the two different ways that we negotiate. We have the freight broker who acts as the single point of contact between the carrier and the shipper. And we have the freight dispatcher who represents the carrier, who's the owner operator. So this about sums up all the differences and similarities between the two. Hopefully now you can tell the difference and know which one that you would like to be. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section. Thank you. So if you've enjoyed this video and you want to continue to educate yourself on all things logistics, please like, share, and subscribe. And also remember, with all things logistics, you are in business for yourself, but never by yourself. I'll see you next time.